DK Global is our go-to. When it comes to telling the story and telling a complete story, we use DK Global. My name is Breen. I'm a trial attorney in Austin, Texas. I'm with the firm of Howry, Breen, and Herman, trial attorneys. Ms. Bomer's case really presented a classic case of profits over safety. She was injured when her car went through what was supposed to be a vehicle restraint system on the 7th level of a garage. A couple years before Ms. Bomer's accident, the owner of the garage decided to cut corners when they fixed the cables. And instead of fixing them in compliance with the code, they used an unqualified person to repair them. And so the barrier system was really a system in name only. It looked like a barrier system, but when it came time to do its job, it failed miserably. So what ended up happening with Ms. Bomer was, as she was pulling into the parking spot, she accidentally hit the accelerator instead of the brake. She wasn't going very fast, but since the barrier was woefully inadequate, it was dangerous, it didn't restrain her, and she went through it like a hot knife through butter and off 7 floors down to the ground below. She suffered literally injuries from head to toe. Okay, you go off a 7th floor of a parking garage and you live, you're gonna have some serious injuries, and she did. For a woman who went off of a 7-story garage, she made a miraculous recovery in terms of her aesthetics and how she looked. Inside, it wasn't. It was permanently damaged. It was patched back together and repaired. So our obstacle was trying to figure out, how do we take somebody who looks good and explain to the jury that inside it's not that way? And DK Global was a pathway for us doing that. Really for us, we asked the question, is the juice worth the squeeze? Okay? And with DK Global, it is. But we came up with the idea to have animated videos in this case to help tell our story. The first one was one that depicted from head to toe all of her injuries. Because when you hear words in a scientific way, thoracic or lumbar or other different things, a lot of people don't understand where that is, what that looks like, how it feels. But as soon as you see it, you get it. The second thing with DK Global was, let's let people see what was done to Ms. Bomer so that they could feel what she felt, so they could see what the doctors were doing, so that they could understand the miracle, for instance, of spinal surgery, where they put rods inside of a person who are there permanently with bone grafts to patch those and hold those that need to grow back. All of those things through visual presentation are much, much more impacting than if you just try to explain it to somebody. Like in a lot of bigger cases, we had to mediate it several times. This case settled very, very favorably right before trial. And frankly, we don't think we could have done it without a full team that included DK Global. We here at Howry Breen have used DK Global on a number of cases because in my experience with using them, the product that I get, okay, this story, this really tangible thing that I have that really is impactful, it's an invaluable tool, right? Absolutely pays for itself in the case, every time. So I use them every step of my case to persuade people and educate them why my clients deserve full and fair compensation.